In listening to Dr. King's speeches alone, someone can hear his words, they can hear his context, and they can hear his emphatic inflection. But with the selections that I've chosen in this repertoire for this tour, We Shall Overcome, I deal with the overall themes, such as protest, themes like reconciliation, themes like unity and love. And I have selected music and lyrical content which deals with those themes, and that's how I tie that into the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy. My overall impetus and the desired impact that I have by performing this We Shall Overcome tour around the country is to cause people to come together by using the tool of music, which is a universal language, and allowing that tool to just bring people together and to encourage each person that attends the performances, and also to make sure that I lift them up. One of the themes that I deal with in overcoming is the difficulties and the negativity that we all face in life. For example, I'm not just dealing with the theme We Shall Overcome, thinking about racial injustices and socioeconomic disparity, but also the fact that I had to overcome many things in my life. Being an adoptee, I had to deal with rejection and feelings of not fitting in, and feelings that maybe I didn't want to live anymore. And so that's just an example of something that people that attend the performance can hear me talk about and can hear in the music, that we can overcome anything in life that's negative. There's a lot of music that speaks to current civil rights issues, whether it be in rap, even in some classical music, even in jazz music. And that is why I selected certain musical selections from the classical musical genre, jazz music, pop, R&B, American Songbook or Broadway, even neo soul and funk. I've always spent my life balancing different genres of music and balancing different functions of my musical ability and abilities, if you would say that. So it's very natural for me to go in between opera to jazz to gospel to R&B. And also I've worked with a lot of artists like Wynton Marsalis, who's a CBS cultural correspondent. He's won Grammy Artist of the Year in classical, simultaneously at the same time winning Grammy Artist of the Year in jazz and classical. He's a composer, he's a professor, he's the artistic director of the jazz department at Juilliard. He's a father, he's a mentor, also working with my former mentor and my former boss, Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul. She did many different styles. She also had a stint where she stepped in for Luciano Pavarotti for the Grammy Awards when he got sick, and she sang Nessun Dorma. So for me, music is music, and I'm always using my ability. I'm never having to shift my hat. I guess my hat just has many corners, and I pull from different parts of my hat, but it's not really like I have to take off this genre and then put on another cloak or another genre. For me, shifting between different musical styles is very fun. Shifting between writing an opera and reading many texts and other dissertations as I prepare my own words that I'm going to place in my dissertation for my doctorate, because I finished all my coursework. And then doing this tour, it's all very good. The tour is great because it gives me an opportunity to touch people, to get out on the road and actually perform and be reminded of why I'm doing music, and to retain the fire and the passion that I had as a child for music and my desire to be a performing artist, And then I'm looking forward to going back to Houston at the Houston Grand Opera to jump right into a libretto workshop for the opera I'm writing called Marian's Song, which is on the life of Marian Anderson. So for me, it's very normal, even though that's very abnormal to others, but for me it's normal to go back and forth between different jobs and different functions of execution within the musical umbrella that I dwell in, and dwell under, I should say.